Nintendo is a company. They're a corporation. They make video games. They make some pretty fun, pretty good video games, well made. The only problem is they just try everything they can to make their fans hate them and to make them not play their video games. Linus says, "Fight me, Nintendo." And I'm going to take a guess that he's talking about something to do with copyright. So let's see what he's got to say.
Nintendo says, "No fun allowed."
Yes. Again, very cool.
Nintendo has released
Sounds
strict
about
new
right.
guidelines for community tournaments, which is to say tournaments without an official license from Nintendo.
Yep, there it is.
Highlights from the new guidelines include that tournaments must be run at or below cost, that organizers must publicly disclose costs and revenue, that there may not be any sponsors, any selling of food, drinks, or merch, there may not be spectator fees.
Can they do that? I don't think they can do that. I don't think they can prevent people from getting together and playing a game together. I don't think they can do that.
Fees for online tournaments. There must be a cap of 200 participants in person or 300 online. There should be no prizes exceeding a market value of 5,000 euros total.
What's the point of going then? That's not 5,000 each. That's 5,000 for everyone.
And those are the ones in the doc, but I remember there being a couple of others that just felt utterly ridiculous. Hold on, where's the doc? Blah blah blah. Okay, here's the Nintendo. I don't know. Whoops. Well, whatever. The point is, they must have reached the legal age of majority. May not. I remember. One of them was that they capped. Here we go. For in-person community tournaments, organizers that have reached the legal age of majority in their jurisdiction may collect an admission fee from spectators of not more than the equivalent of £14 or £15 per person. Which one is it? I don't know. I guess based on how restrictive the rest of this is, I would err.
Hey, hold up. Those are two different symbols. That's two different symbols, so that means that it's probably the same amount. I guess he looked at it just not very closely, and I don't know what either of those symbols mean. I'm one of those that like the S symbol, so.
Which one is it? I don't know. I guess based on how restrictive the rest of this is, I would err on the side of caution and go with 14.
Yeah.
What is a community tournament? A community tournament must meet the following requirements. Nintendo's copyrighted games will be used in the tournament. Nintendo, that is actually not the how this works.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
they should.
right? Yeah. I don't see how they can even do that. Like, they can say it, I guess, but go ahead, try and fight somebody in court.
Be legal at all, and I'm actually pissed off. The Smash community is such an incredibly dedicated, surprisingly small group of people. I've been like vaguely paying attention to it for quite a few years now, just because it's like fascinating to me that it still survives despite all of these constant attacks from Nintendo. I was in like the StarCraft scene for a while. My brother was a caster. I really enjoyed playing. I watched a lot of the professional games. And it was fascinating how robust of like infrastructure and community was formed around this game that had zero support from Blizzard, oftentimes Blizzard being antagonistic.
Yeah.
And then I have since been out
Blizzard being antagonistic? That sounds out of character for them.
of the StarCraft scene, and it's been interesting watching the Smash scene because I see a lot of similarities, but it's way worse because Nintendo is not just like mildly antagonistic.
Yeah, they're trying to take their fans to court because they want to throw events around their games that they love. Eventually, these people are just going to... I'm going to cut it right there. Pirate Nintendo games. And have secret tournaments That's all I can say to get around this and rebel against them. Don't tell them about the tournaments. If they start sniffing around and they're like, "Oh, you got our games at the tournaments," be like, "No, this is a Skyrim tournament." Just have multiple games there and be like, "Nope, these people just brought their Nintendo games. We're not having any tournaments. What do you mean?"
They are very antagonistic. Like, what are you even saying with all this? First of all, I don't think it should be legal for a company to even do this. And
I
then
don't think
second
it
of all,
is.
Like, screw off, dude. People want to play your game and have fun around it. Let them do it.
And if some people make a bit of money,
Who
holy
cares?
fuck, calm down. It's
And it's not even a fraction of a percentage. I mean, it would be a fraction. It's a fraction of a percentage of how much money they make compared to how much you're going to make on just selling the game in a store. Like, calm the fuck down.
actually okay.
That should be a good thing. What do you mean? Like, what?
If it builds up a grassroots scene,
Yeah.
and you can ultimately turn it into like a bigger thing or something at some point. Like, how are you so short-sighted here? And like, okay, yeah, we get it. People are talking about it's not copyright. It's that you own a license of the game, but not actually the game.
Because it's not gamers that run Nintendo, it's a bunch of businessmen who don't play games, who just want to maximize profits.
Game. So what? The difference between if everyone owns a license of a game, the fact that someone can come in and dictate how many of us can be in one place and fucking play it,
That's absurd. That should be illegal.
it
You
actually
should not be able to do this as a company.
makes no sense.
It's completely BS.
You know what, Luke?
Is he gonna say he's gonna host a tournament? I fucking hope so.
Are we hosting a Smash tournament?
We're hosting a Smash tournament.
Let's
Yes.
go. Okay. Sick.
When
I'm
we
back
have
on
the-
board
when
with
we have the
Linus
LAN
Tech
Center
Tips
open,
again.
Yeah.
we will host a 201 person Smash tournament.
Yes, break all the rules.
I will break as many of these guidelines as humanly possible.
I'm pretty sure I know people that would cast it.
and
if you
I
want that.
challenge Nintendo to come after me.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Do you want it casted?
Ooh, he didn't bleep it.
Yeah.
He means
course.
it.
I'll work on it.
Like, there is absolutely no feasible way. There is no possible way. This makes no sense. Like, listen to this. Listen to this. You can't have a tournament in which participants are paid a performance fee or other expenses. I can't pay someone. I can't be like, yeah,
Why not?
yeah, you can have some food.
Why
not?
do you insist
Who cares?
that people want to? Why do you insist that people that want to professionally play your game have to like be poor? That's what you're doing. Like,
I
that's
don't
so
get it.
stupid.
The tournaments cannot receive goods or money from third parties such as sponsors. How is it any f***ing big?
Because you're competing with the tournaments that they hold. Even though I'm pretty sure they don't hold any kind of events. Except for maybe like Nintendo Direct, but that's online.
business of yours if I have a sponsor for my event? I will have sponsors. I promise you that.
And you
promise.
you want the event host to make money, because if they make money, they're going to keep trying to do this thing. And you should want them to do this thing. Like,
All the right incentives are there. Some things make sense. Look, you can't use the Nintendo logo
sure,
to promote your tournament.
no problem.
Yeah, that's your trademark.
Even if you didn't want them to use like the Smash Brothers logo, or honestly even the name of the game,
Yep.
who cares?
You can't put Mario you can't draw your own Mario and put it all over your website because it makes it seem Nintendo sanctioned.
No problem.
Some things make sense, but some of them are absolutely ridiculous. Oh man. They have in their Q&A, they have stuff about like school tournaments. Yeah, but no one who doesn't go to the school can participate. Fuck off!
Why?
Who cares?
Why can't it be two different schools going against each other?
Why can't
Wait. Is that actually what that is? Two schools can't compete against each other. I see schools competing against each other all the time playing games. never seen them play Nintendo games is probably the fucking reason. Because Nintendo would be like, oh, schools hosting tournaments with our video games, we're gonna sue you.
I go to the school and have my friend come.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. None of this is enforceable. Like you can write this thing all you want. Like what are you gonna do? You can ban me from Smash? What are you even talking about?
Yeah, seriously, what are you gonna do? You're gonna come over to the American court system and be like, hey, they're playing our game with a bunch of other kids at an event held by the school. We don't like that, we're gonna sue. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and see how the American court system handles that.
What gives you the right? What is up with this company? I don't get it.
Super bullshit.
Pirate their games, just do it. Just pirate them and hold secret tournaments. They don't even have to be secret. They can just be secretly Nintendo tournaments. Have other things going on there. What are they gonna do? You know what? Fuck it. No, just say it out loud. Just say it out loud that you're hosting a Nintendo tournament. We're selling hot dogs. The prize for first place is $10,000. Admission fee is $20. No age limit. No age minimum. Because it's a fucking Nintendo game.
I mean,
Migor asks, can we get Yuzu as a sponsor?
Yuzu?
Yeah, they make an emulator. I don't think they have money to spend, but like,
rough.
yeah.
Well, as long as they
Do it for free. Have a free sponsor. Hell, even give them a little kickback.
do $1.
That would actually be hilarious if sponsorships cost like $100 and we just had like as many sponsors as humanly possible, like sponsored by Daniel Besser.
I would do it.
I'll spend my money on. I'd buy that for $1.
Well, look, we could take all of that. Like, look, it's not that I want Daniel Besser's money. We could put it in the prize pool because we're gonna have prizes,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
And I need at least one that's $5,001 so that we can exceed the limit. So we need some money.
I would sponsor this tournament. I don't know what it would be, but I don't know. It'd just be me, or I'll do it in like the name of doing it in the name of Floatplane is maybe not a great idea. I mean, we're doing it as I don't know. Either way, I would put in $100 myself just
Do it,
because
pussy.
This plan sounds amazing to me.
Yeah, no, I think this is just the kind of thing that we have to do because it's the right thing to do. This is, if you guys read through this doc, I've already given you some highlights, but you'll be more angry than I am right now. This is not how you treat anyone, let alone your paying customers, especially not the ones who are so dedicated that they spend
I can't wait to get a Steam Deck so I can start playing The Legend of Zelda.
actual real time, considerable time out of their lives to master your product, to master your game, to get together with other people in the community and share their love of your product. It's broken is the only way that I can describe the manner of thinking that could possibly lead you to create this document. It's broken.
I just want to read this message out because it's hilarious, and the name is also great. It's from Clapped K24 Accord on Floatplane Chat. He says, I work construction in Ontario, and I would buy a sponsorship on behalf of my employer just for the memes. Oh my goodness.
Should I contact dbrand now?
This is great. We need to know when this is and stuff, because there's like, especially if there's prizes
I'll watch it.
exceeding $5,000, there's like
Live stream
players
it.
that are going to want to come up.
Live stream it and have people send super chats and add those super chats into the prize pool.
I bet you.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have to find at least one high-profile player and pay them an appearance fee.
Charlie, get Charlie. Come on.
Yeah.
Because, like,
That's one of the rules.
that's one of the rules. I will, Luke.
No, I believe you.
I will break every rule humanly possible.
We need to have like a checklist to
Well,
really make sure we hit everything.
To be clear, we're gonna check with the lawyers. We're gonna make sure that anything that is a real, actual fucking rule, like according to the fucking law, we're gonna make sure that we don't break those. Like, I'm not gonna have a single Nintendo
like,
logo
yeah, I was
in
gonna
the
say
venue.
we won't use their IP stuff.
Absolutely
like that.
not.
Yeah.
But to imagine for a second that you can tell me in my fucking building, with my fucking event, that I'm allowed to charge X amount for admission. No, the admission is going to be £15 and 1 pence.
I actually do all the transactions. People have to pay an exchange rate to pay us, and then we have to exchange it back to like actually use the funds, just to make it worse.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So we'll check into it. And you know what? To be clear, if the lawyer comes back and says, you know what, they actually probably can get you
They
for
can
this.
bury you.
Yeah, I'm going to bail because part of my, and I'll tell you guys, I'll give you guys the update, because the premise for me is that this does not appear to be in any way legally enforceable. It seems to be just ridiculous customer hatred for no apparent reason.
No, there is a reason. They're trying to maximize their profits. They don't want anybody else but them to make money on their products. Even though you're not making money on your products, on their products, you're making money on the event, and you just happen to be using their products. It could be any game. It doesn't have to be a Nintendo game. People bought your game and are going to this tournament. People will stop buying your game. They will buy other games for tournaments. I don't know if you realize, a lot of people who go to these tournaments don't have the game, and they go to the tournament. They buy the game before they go to the tournament. Or the people watching it, they didn't buy it until they watched the tournament. They heard the event and they're like, you know what, I'm going to buy this. They hear about other people doing events. They're like, hey, I'm going to learn how to play this game. So they buy it. If there's no events, those people are gone.
Just pure Nintendo arrogance. But if I'm wrong, I'm not going to be the arrogant one. I will stand down. I doubt that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
For someone to tell me what video game I can play in my building, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And hosting a Smash tournament would be sick. So why not?
Yeah. Heck yeah. We're talking about names now. Whale Smash?
Whale Smash. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds not great.
It sounds too similar to seal clubbing.
Okay, now I like it.
Yeah. We're back on track.
Oh my goodness. LT Smash.
Yeah, okay.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's
Sounds
not bad
okay.
either.
Yeah.
I mean, I might want to just to be
Whale Bros.
just to be snarky. Whale Bros is not bad either. I might avoid Bros and Smash.
Probably get it.
Yeah, Whale Smush, Whale Mash. They did the mash. They did the whale mash.
Cartoon Digital Fighting Championship.
Oh, name it like LTT Store. I love it. Digital fighting game.
Adequate video
Backpack.
service.
Leather backpack.
Hey, what did we call the new pants? Did we break off
Pants.
Oh.
of it? No.
Break off of what?
LTT premium short joggers. Nope. It's
Sport joggers.
Yeah, that's what they're called, isn't it?
It's what they are.
Yeah. The names are what they are.
I know.
So this is Digital Cartoon Fighting Championship.
We'll get there at some point.
With Digital
I
Cartoon
hope they call it
Fighting
that.
Championship with sponsors and prizes.com.
Oh boy.
Silence. Awkward.
You guys. Anyway, this made me really mad, and I'm surprised you didn't think this was a topic, because I was like very excited to talk about it. Or I shouldn't say excite. I was very passionate to talk about it.
I honestly, this is another one of the things, like, okay, so the first topic, you were like, oh, you must have been offline, the PS5.
I don't even know what to say. I'm just kind of listening in to see what else they're gonna say that's gonna trigger me. I think they're pretty much done, but I'm gonna continue the video. God damn, Nintendo. What the hell are you doing? You're just asking for people to pirate your shit. And you can't go after everybody.
Thing. I saw it. I just thought it was a meme.
Right.
I didn't believe it. And then with this, I just saw like, oh, Nintendo's being jerks again, and I didn't really read into it. I didn't know it was about tournaments. I just thought they were like hammering on some streamer for playing their game or something, and I was like, oh, Nintendo's back at it again. But yeah, rough.
Hey, we got to mention the folding competition.
Okay, well, I'm gonna end it there. just pirate Nintendo games. That's all I gotta say about that. Host your events if you want. Don't worry about them. Go ahead, let them try and sue you, because they're not gonna succeed. I don't even think that it would make it to court. You just tell them, hey, we bought this game. We held an event. The event was not hosted around this game. The event was just for games in general, and people wanted to play it. And there were prizes for people who played it the best. What are they going to do? They can't do nothing. I can't believe it. I literally cannot believe it. That is one of the most disgusting moves that any game company has made. That's more disgusting, I think, than microtransactions being gambling. Because you're actively just trying to shut down young people for having fun. That's evil.